What's happening, people? Welcome back to yet another amazing video from yours truly. Now guys, in this video I'm actually back on the charts. This is no more story time. We're back on the Forex charts. I know I've been away for a while. I've been so stressed out with a lot of things that are going on, and I just wanted to quickly apologize to you guys. However, there's a monthly challenge going on. It's a 10% monthly challenge that's going on, and I feel the need that I need to come on here to kind of like support you guys with the analysis. Okay, you guys want to make a lot of money this year. You guys want to buy your house, make that $1 million that you've been talking about for a while now. So my duty is to come on here and obviously support you guys on the channel with my technical analysis so that you guys can make as much money as you fucking want. Okay guys, so very first thing is I've written down a couple of pairs I want to speak about: the euro, AUD USD, GBP USD, oil, and Bitcoin. These pairs are very important to me because these are the pairs I'm going to be trading for the foreseeable future, at least for the next 12 months. So all you need to do is sit back, relax. I've missed you guys so much. And it feels good to be back on the charts actually. So all you need to do is sit back, relax, jump into my charts with me, and then listen to everything I have to say, and hopefully you guys get to make some money off of this analysis as well. But before I go to my charts, wanted to say a big shout out to all the Forex Mastery students. Guys, the amount of students we've had enroll between November and date is ridiculous, right? Everybody's loving it. I'm seeing all this. It's okay. Guys, my mom is here actually helping me record. But that, by the way, I've been seeing all the screenshots of you guys making a lot of money, and I'm really, really proud to be your coach, your mentor, your instructor, whatever the case may be. So enough about all of that. Let's jump into the charts. For those of you who haven't grabbed the course, of course, as always, the link is going to be down in the description as always. Guys, let's go. Pardon me, I'm a bit rusty. It's been a minute. Let's go. Welcome guys, welcome back inside of my screen. Oh my goodness, it's so amazing to have you guys back on my charts. I haven't actually looked at a chart all year. So today, when I'm recording this video, today is the 30th of January 2022. Like I was saying in the introduction of this video, I have been dealing with a lot of stuff personally. Don't worry, I'm fine now. However, if the mind isn't exactly at a good place or in a good place, it's almost impossible for you to make the best trading decision. So I had to make sure that I sorted everything that was, bothering me personally, just to make sure that I could come on here and give you guys the absolute best. I have only placed one trade this year, which I'm going to be explaining to you guys which of them I placed. And we're going to be talking about the outlook for the year. What pairs am I looking at? What pairs do I feel you guys should be looking at? And how you guys can go about making a significant amount of money this year. Now, obviously, like I was in my first video that I released this year, we were talking about the 10% a month challenge. So the 10% a month challenge is whereby, we pick the best trades possible for the year, and we look to only make 10% a month. So that's one trade a month, and at the end of 6 months we're looking to obviously have grown our account by 60% and then start looking for investors. So like I was saying earlier in my previous videos, I am here to help you guys achieve that goal. And oh my goodness guys, I feel so much better, I feel lighter, and it's amazing to be back on my charts. I've missed trading, I miss Forex. But I mean, guys, just look on the bright side of things. For me, this gave me time to give the market time, because all the time I wasn't really focusing on the charts and dealing with my shit. I was looking at the charts like passively, and I noticed that the market wasn't exactly cooperating, and I saw a lot of traders getting burned, and they were not making a lot of money. The market was ranging. There was a lack of direction. So sometimes you staying away from the market is actually doing yourself a lot more good than harm. So sorry guys, so that's pretty much it. Anyways, enough of the talk. Let us look at what I'm looking at the moment. I've actually written down some pairs that I want to speak to you guys about today. And obviously I'm going to be doing some justice to the pairs as always. So the very first pair that I want to speak about is the Euro USD. Now, the Euro USD is the only trade that I've placed this year, and as you can see, if you're a Forex Mastery student, you would kind of like understand, why exactly it is I'm in this trade at the moment. So, why the euro? Why Euro USD? What exactly is fascinating me about the Euro USD? So let's quickly do a top-down analysis. Forex Mastery students, you already know how to do this. It's not actually even rocket science. Okay, so if I just come on the weekly time frame, so what exactly is happening with the euro at the moment is very, very simple and straightforward, right? So there's this double top that formed on the weekly time frame. Now I'm using my green levels just to map it out, just for the sake of, you know, understanding and, you know, ease of, you know, being able to understand what exactly is going on. I don't really have the time to start mapping out key levels at the moment, but for those of you who want to learn how to map out key levels, don't forget to grab the Forex Mastery course. The link is always going to be down in the description below. Okay, teach you how to do all this stuff. Anyways, so obviously we can see a double top form here. So guys, how I like to trade is I like to trade the most obvious things. I'm not the type of trader who likes to complicate things. Is when you start to complicate things, you run into issues, right? So I've been looking at the euro for a while. Last year, this exact same time last year, I think the euro must have been trading somewhere about here, yeah, actually January, yeah, December and all that. So we actually made some good money shorting the euro all the way down here. We tried to buy some, it came back down. We actually tried to buy the euro. We made all this money all the way to the upside. So the euro, most of last year was gave us some money, but it didn't give us as much as I would have loved for the euro to give to me. Now, why was that the case? So let's understand something here, right? So I was expecting the euro to, obviously this is a high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. I was expecting the euro to push higher somewhere around here, make a higher high somewhere around here. However, that didn't happen. We came around here and stalled. Okay, we came around here and stalled. I was looking for further upside. Now, anytime the market is not looking to go higher, anytime a trend is starting to get exhausted, you will start to see it from the way, you know, price behaves. You start to see that, you know, for every time you get into a trade, for every time you buy, you know, you're expecting the market to go in a particular direction. It's just being sluggish. It will go up, come back down. It will go. So this is the very first sign that, hey, this trend might be in danger. So what now happened was the double top eventually formed. Now, once I start to realize that the market is a bit hesitant, you know, a bit hesitant in going in the direction that I want it to go, what I usually like to do is I just like to, if I'm in a trade, you know, I just move my stop losses to break even, try and lock in some profit and stuff like that. But if I'm not in a trade, what I like to do is I like to leave the market to do what it has to do. So you have to understand that the market has to do what it has to do. There are certain technical levels that the market needs to fulfill in order for it to start heading in its preferred direction. So the euro, for instance, wanted to give this double. For instance, we thought, you know, looking at this, you think it's a trend reversal, the market was going to drop down. You wanted to come and form a double top. The market will always, Forex Mastery students, right? I preach this over and over on the program. The market will always do what it has to do. It will always tell you. You just have to look out for it. For example, what is the easiest way to identify a trend reversal? Double tops and double bottoms. If you go on module 5 on the course, you see it there. Module 4, module 5. Trend reversals on what weekly time frames? And as you can see it, the market did it just here. So once this happened, sorry, my phones are distracting me. Once this happened, so I just chilled and I was just watching. I just said to myself, okay, I'm just going to watch what happens. And then, as you can see very carefully, the neckline of this pair has been broken. Okay, the neckline of this pair has been broken. Now, you also, Forex Mastery students, you also know the strategy when it comes to trading trend reversals. What do? We wait for the break of the neckline. I can't really disclose that here because obviously it's a bit proprietary information to the students. However, the trend reversal has happened, and then we have officially reversed this up Euro USD trend that was happening. It was a very nice smooth move to the upside and made a lot of money. However, the double top on the weekly time frame has come, and now we're currently facing downwards. Now, the higher time frame will give you its direction. I don't argue with the higher time frame. If it says it's going up, I'm only going to look for buy opportunities. If it says it's coming down, I'm only going to look for selling opportunities. And as you can see right now, the euro is pointing downwards. Double top, apart from the double top, the head and shoulder, double top, the neckline of the head. Double top and the neckline of the double top has been broken. Once it breaks and we close down, best believe that the market is actually heading in that direction, and in this case the market is heading south. So just by looking at this, how did I get into this trade? It was very simple and straightforward. All I did was I allowed the market, so you guys know, so this is where the top-down analysis works, right? So we go on monthly to identify our direction. Weekly is to plot our key levels and look out for any possible trend reversals. On the daily time frame, okay, this is to reinforce the knowledge from the Forex Mastery course. The daily time frame is where we come and look out for the most immediate trend within the overall trend. What exactly does that mean? Simple and straightforward. Now, we can't trade on the monthly time frame. I see a lot of questions like, hi Dabs, you talk about monthly time frame, but my account size is small. I can't trade on the monthly time frame. It will take me 10 years, 5 years. The truth is, you don't trade on the monthly time frame. You don't trade on the weekly time frame. Those time frames are what they call time frames for analysis, perspective, overall views. Okay? The daily time frame is where you now start looking for trading opportunities. However, the trend on the daily time frame, and as you can see pretty nicely, the trend on the daily time frame must be in line with its predecessors, the weekly and the monthly time frame. Okay, so if the monthly and weekly are saying bearish and the daily is saying bullish, then there's a conflict. You're going to have to wait for the daily time frame to now start heading in the direction of the overall overall flow of the market, so that you don't get into any trouble, right? So monthly has said downwards, weekly has said downwards. I simply came on the daily time frame and I now looked for the trend within the trend, and as you can see, pretty nice, pretty relaxed, and I wasn't able to find any decent entries right about here. This was the first entry signal that I got. However, like I said, I wasn't really paying attention to the market, and we were still kind of close to the neckline. However, simple trend line, okay? First touch of the trend line, second touch of the trend line, third touch of the trend line always does the trick. I screen this over and over on the Forex Mastery course. Simple and straightforward, just drawing the trend lines, waited for the pullback into resistance. So there's this thing that always happens in the market, right? Once we come back down below a major level, so this is, let's say the level is here and the market is coming down, it breaks down, it comes down, right? What usually tends to happen is the market will usually pull back into this region. This region will now act as like a ceiling, right? It will just click it, it will hold on to it, and then it will fall. So what I actually have in front of me right here is a significant amount of confluence. This for me signified a lot of confluence. Third touch of the trend line. I also saw, first of all, trend reversal. Trend was pointing down, okay? Trend line on the daily time frame, okay? Pull back, so we also had resistance as well, and Fibonacci, okay? So this is a typical Willis zone setup, as you can see. Typical Willis zone setup, and I can tell you for free, I've already taken out 50% of my position right about here. Second level target is at the 0.27 extension, and the overall, this is about to mess me up. And I can tell you for free, just by looking at the euro, that the overall target for the euro, sorry, my charts are a bit wonky today, but it's all right, you guys get the gist, right? I can tell you for free that the overall target for the euro USD at the moment is going to be at 1.0793. As long as we carry on, let me just look left if there's any reason why that might not be happening. Is there any reason why these two will not be joined together in holy matrimony? Okay, actually that's a bit, well, this zone, if there's a way I can merge this, give me a sec, guys. The thing about the euro is the euro has been in this nasty range for so long, so there are so many spikes. So the best way for us to identify this is if we draw a trend line from bottom to top. Guys, watch. This is the thought process of a seasoned trader, okay? If you're confused about levels, look for where the trend lines join, and then if I was thinking maybe this should have been a level, but I was contemplating this level or this level, okay? Both of them look quite significant. However, this is more significant because this is also a point of the trend line, okay? There's a rule in Forex that states that these points of this, as the market is coming down, it will respect these major zones on these major points on the trend line. Sorry guys, I'm a bit rusty. Haven't been on the YouTube in a while. Haven't been on the charts talking like this for a while, so just pardon me. But You get the gist. Everything here is definitely going to pan out. You have nothing to worry about. So guys, that's Euro USD in a nutshell. Now you're probably asking yourself, how exactly can I take advantage of this? Yes, I know the ship has sailed. However, one thing I know about Forex, I can tell you for free. One thing I do know about Forex is that the market doesn't move in a straight line. Okay, once this guy gets to the 0.7 extension, this bad boy here, once we fall all the way down to the 0. So the next level target for the euro at the moment is 1.1549. Now, once this happens, once we achieve this target, right? Let me just delete all this stuff so that nobody's confused. Let me just map this out pretty nicely. Rotated rectangle spot here somewhere. Okay. Here. Let me just map this out properly. So what I like to do is once I map out all my levels, all my things, I just like to delete stuff so that it doesn't confuse me or anything of that sort. So I'll usually take out all this stuff. And as you can see, this is the next level target for the euro. But guys, what I want you guys to see here is all this space to the downside. So what you then need to do, because right now we've identified the overall direction for the euro, right? So what you So what you then need to do as a trader, Forex Mastery students, go back to the module whereby I teach you guys my entry and exit strategy, right? What you then need to do is, all you need to do is wait for the market to collapse into here, break here a little bit, look for pullbacks. The market just isn't going to drop except some major news comes out. So all you need to do is look for pullbacks around this region. Once the market pulls back, you know how to enter a trade. Just simply do what you need to do. You know what I mean? Just count the trend line, make it happen, scissors it in there, and then as the market is about to drop again, start selling. So the euro in a nutshell is heading, overall target at the moment is 1.04631. We still have a significant amount of pips to go. We have well over 100, almost 200 pips to drop. Okay, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the euro USD, you heard it here first. I'm sorry I wasn't, obviously I'm not mentally unstable, but I'm sorry I wasn't just in the headspace to come on here and obviously update you guys on this trade before it actually happened. However, I'm in the trade and the trade is falling. Okay, so that's the euro. I wanted to speak about the euro. The euro is a sell for me. It's sell all the way. I will be holding on to this trade for dear life. Okay, I'll be milking this, so this at the moment I'm currently up about 6%. No, 5.6%. Hold on, I'm just checking my thing at the moment. 5.6% I am up on this trade as we speak. So what I usually like to do is, instead of placing too many trades on different pairs, I would, as long as this market continues to make lower lows and lower highs, I will hold it. So instead of relying on 5 different or 4 different trades to make me 30 or 40%, I would rather just rely on one trade, place the trade, just manage my trade, manage my risk, and go and do other things than to always constantly keep looking at the chart. So that's another hack for you guys, right? You just look for one pair that is trending, stick your money there, lock in your profit, just keep it coming every 2 to 3 days to lock in your profit, and just allow to be honest, that is the best way to trade Forex, okay? No need to always be looking here and there. Look for one pair that's trending, jump on it, and just keep locking in your profit as time goes on, and then just hold on to it, and then that's exactly how you get to watch the market make money for you. So enough about the euro. Sell all the way. The next pair I want to speak about is a couple of pairs that are not exactly giving me what I want, however they are on my watch list for the year. Okay, so the first one is AUD USD. Now AUD USD, I need to go on higher time frame so that you guys can actually understand the gist for AUD USD, right? For those of you who want to learn how to map out your charts like this, want to understand how I trade and why I do what I do and how I'm able to be right 9 out of 10 times, the Forex Mastery course is always there for you. The link is in the description below. Okay, so let us talk about AUD USD, right? So I'm sure you guys can see AUD USD. Now I'm bearish on AUD USD. Now you're gonna ask me, Mr. Willis, why exactly are you bearish on AUD USD? Now let's do a quick top-down analysis. Let's do a quick top-down analysis on AUD USD. So for AUD USD, you guys were all with me when I wrote this from when I really started posting on YouTube. I did the top-down analysis. We banked 1,000 pips, bang, down here. Okay, even the market even spilled all the way down here. We started to pull back up. I wasn't really interested until the market came back somewhere around here. Let me zoom this in so that you guys can see. Until the market came back somewhere around here, we chopped all this money all the way to the upside, bam. Even when we were chopping all this money all the way to the upside, I already knew that the next level target was going to be here. Obviously, with all these key levels, you know, the way that I plot my key levels, I already know where the market is most likely going to end up to before it gets there. Like I can anticipate 1,000. Like I'll give you an example. If AUD USD drops here, if it breaks here, we're coming down here. So I can easily, just by looking at the monthly time frame, I can tell you for free that if AUD USD breaks 0.69, call it 0.700, because I think this is 0.700. Yeah, right. So this is a round number, right? And AUD USD always respects round numbers. So I can tell you for free that if AUD USD breaks 0.700, next level target is going to be 0.600 all the way down here. So this is exactly how I'm able to anticipate thousands of pips into the future. It's not rocket science, no indicators, no signals, none of that can give you this. It is a skill you need to learn, and once you know how to do it, the market becomes your ATM machine. Like I'm going to release a video next whereby I explain to you guys how I went from being broke. So something happened, I invested in a business that made me lose a lot of money. It wasn't trading, don't worry. So I taken all the money that my hard-earned money I made from this market. You guys know it's not easy to make money in Forex. All the money that I made from Forex, I had gone to invest it in another business, and I lost it all in that business because I was trying to diversify, in quotes, trying to diversify and everything. And I had $1,000 left. And in that video, I'm going to be explaining how I then used my last $1,000. Actually, it was $1,600. I used $500 to pay my rent and $100 at the time to eat. And I had $1,000 and I put it in my trading account, and how I was able to use $1,000 to bounce back into some cool hundreds of thousands to millions. Okay, so that's going to be obviously my next video. So like I said, if indeed you want this market to be your ATM machine, this is a skill you have to learn. You can't keep shying away. Nobody's going to trade for you, and if you ask anybody to trade for you, they will blow your account. Okay, they will blow. There are hungry sharks out there that are wanting to blow people's accounts. Hungry sharks out there that are wanting to blow people's accounts, which is, you know, they're just sharks, man. So you need to learn how to do this stuff for yourself, and signals are not going to help you. Those indicators, they won't help you. You need to understand, and it's not even that difficult. Forex mastery students can testify to this. It is not even that difficult for you to, you know, learn how to do this market properly, and, you know, just learn how to do this stuff properly. It's not even that deep. Give me a sec, guys. I think my Wi-Fi just went on and off and on. Anyways, so sorry, I went on a quick rant there. Anyways, long story short, if we break here, we're going to come here. So for every time I get into a trade, I already exactly know, I kind of like have an idea where the market is going to head to next. Now, what does this mean for AUD USD? Now, just by looking at AUD USD from a higher time frame perspective, the overall flow of the river is pointing this way, downwards. And as you can see, this market has come into major trend line resistance. Now, guys, this is not just any trend line, right? This is trend line that is dating back to 2001. Okay, oh my goodness, 2001. Okay, it touched again in 2013, and now it's coming to touch again. You know, it touched again, you know, in March of last year, right? So as you can see, we've tested here. This is major resistance that has been holding this market for God knows how long, since 2007, tested 2010. So all these levels that I'm showing you guys are levels that they are OGs in the game. And everything seems to be pointing this way. So this is exactly how I come on monthly time frames, and I'm able to anticipate what's going to happen next. I just use my eyes and use the clues and, excuse me, I just use my eyes and use the clues in front of me. You know, just to, yeah, sorry, my beard, I don't really have a beard, but my mustache, this stuff. Every time I drink water, it just looks a bit funny. So, long story short, guys, AUD USD at the moment, so monthly is telling us down. Let's see what the weekly is saying. I'm gonna quickly do this so that I don't waste too much of your time. It's probably been a lot as we speak. So you know, AUD USD has, I remember I was shorting AUD USD most of last year. I made a lot of money on AUD USD. I remember jumping on this trade. I caught all this move to the downside. We tried to sell again. The sell wasn't happening. We lost some money here. However, the market pulled back up here significantly. I saw what was happening once we came back down here. Sell again, because this market came shy of here. No, shy of here, and we pull back. I was expecting it to come down because the overall target is here. Look what happened, guys. Even if to show you how reliable the strategy I teach on the Forex Mastery course is, even if the market doesn't come to the blue zone initially, we'll pull back and attempt it. Even if it doesn't happen, you can see that the market will still find its bearing back here. So it is something you need to believe in and you need to trust, because at the end of the day, when it comes to Forex trading strategy, it's all about trust. If a trader finds a strategy that they can trust, they will become so rich. It's lack of trust that causes blown accounts. Okay, lack of trust. And as you can see, these levels that I map out, they're like super glue. They hold. Do you get what I mean? And as you can see, we tried to sell it again. It wasn't happening. We took a small loss. The market came back down. As it came down, started selling again, and bam, it came out. So at the moment, we're currently testing here for a double bottom. So as we speak at the moment, the market is a bit 50-50. The higher time frame, high TFs are all telling me down. However, this major level right here is holding this market from falling lower. So I would need to see a clear break of this region, for further downsides. Once we can break this region, that means we would have the Euro bearish, AUD USD bearish. We would have a fantastic 2022. All I'm looking out for is a clear trend, okay? And at the end of the day, once the market starts to trend, all that one I'm saying 60% in 6 months, you'll probably have 300% in 6 months, because once the market starts to trend, it's as easy as clicking sell, closing your laptop, I'm going to chill. Okay, once everything is trending, but the problem always lies where the market is not exactly trending. So we have to always try and navigate through the spikes and the this and all that. So, you know, we'll put everything to God's hands. Hopefully this year is going to be a trending year, but regardless whether the market trends or it doesn't trend, we will still make that money. So that's pretty much AUDUS. So AUDUS is a very straightforward situation. Once we can take out this level, we're good to go. However, if we hold here, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. So I'm not going to speak about if we hold and start pointing up, because when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. But for now, I'm expecting further downside once we break here. Same situation for GBP/USD as well. Key level needs to be broken. We have attempted this triangle breakout. It didn't happen. This resistance bar held it. As a matter of fact, even if I take this out, this resistance bar held it. So GBP USD might be forming an inverse head and shoulder right now. This could be the left shoulder, right shoulder, head, potential push to the upside. However, it looks like the dollar is looking strong across board. Okay, so at the moment GBP USD is a bit confused, but I will be anticipating further downside if indeed we do break it. But right now things are a bit 50-50. The reason why I'm coming on here to tell you guys is so that you don't run into issues. Okay, it is very relaxing, okay, to know that the market isn't exactly ripe and ready to go, so that you don't think that, oh, I'm a bad trader, I'm making bad trades, things are not just happening out for me. The market just isn't ready. Okay, so this is one thing you have to take into consideration. AUD USD and GBP USD are both testing major levels as we speak. Those key levels would then tell us what, after those levels are broken, if we bounce off of it, then we can reanalyze and trade in that direction. However, those levels need to be broken, and once they're broken, then we can now see what's going to happen next. So that's spoken about the euro. AUD USD and GBP USD are still, they are kind of like in the same boat. We're waiting for them to break this key level so that we can now see a clear trend and then start looking for pullbacks for potential trading opportunities. Now, the next two pairs that I want to speak about are oil and Bitcoin. I usually don't like talking about Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin will be the last thing I speak about today. Okay, so Let's look at oil first. Now, I remember calling oil. Oil was trading about maybe $70 a barrel. I remember shouting, oil is going to get to blah, 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 blah. Oil has indeed hit my first level target. As you can see, all these lines have been mapped out here for a very long time. I haven't touched my oil chart for a while. I've been holding on to oil for a very long time. However, the disadvantage of oil is that it is a futures contract and it expires. So I'm having to use I'm having to go directly to the source. I'm having to use a bank. I'm having to use a bank to kind of like hold my oil positions on like a 7-month contract for oil. So yeah, it's a different arrangement I've had to use. But at the same time, if you come from an oil producing nation, I can tell you for free that things are starting to look really good for oil. Imagine, I remember that it was my oil analysis that helped me close my first ever billionaire investor. I just simply looked at the chart, and from what I could see, oil prices were falling at the time. However, right now, if I look left, oil prices are on the rise. And as you can see, if you look left, we've broken the first level target, which is $85 a barrel. Next level target, you heard it here first, for oil is $92 a barrel. Once we can break here, we're going to go all the way back up to $108 a barrel. So this is the power of being very proficient in technical analysis. This is I can go like I just literally gave an announcement now. The first announcement I gave was oil was going to come here, and it came here. We pull back and it's back here. I'm seeing it here. Oil is going to get to $92 a barrel. Because I'm seeing it and it's going to happen, I become a magician. So you can become a magician if you just learn how to do this shit properly, right? Once we break 92, $108 a barrel. Now, think about it, guys. A lot of the big companies in the world, the banks and big boys, they rely on things like oil. So after this analysis, I'm going to get on the phone with some really, really big boys, that are some hedge funds that are managing $15 billion, $20 billion, in assets, right? And I'm going to say to them, just by looking at my charts, oil is going to get to $92 a barrel. And then they stake a lot of money behind it, and it does get there. Do you know what that means? You are a magician. News networks are going to be looking out for you. Everybody's going to be like, who is this person, right? This is the power of Forex Mastery course. It will teach you how to analyze these things properly, so you don't have to keep relying on any freaking Telegram signal group to tell you buy, sell, click up, down. Just learn how to do it yourself. I can tell you always going to get to this next level and going to get to $92 a barrel. Now, in regards to if you guys should be trading oil, entries at the moment are very slim. I have a couple of traders on the course who are actually long oil from about here. I've been long oil for a very long time. My position is a bit long term. I'm holding up to 92. My first level targets were taken around 92. I'll also be holding to $108 a barrel. So just wanted to speak on oil, just in case Bloomberg and CNN and CNBC are watching. You heard it here first on Depsy Television. I'm predicting oil prices are going to get to $92 a barrel. After that, it's $108 a barrel. Nigeria, Angola, the United States and Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, you have nothing to worry about. We are getting our oil prices back, thanks to OPEC and DAPSI, of course. So there you go, guys. The last thing I want to speak about is BTC. Now, I know a lot of people. Oh, this is the wrong BTC chart. I had BTC open. Okay, this is. Now, what's happening with Bitcoin is very simple and straightforward. I remember talking about Bitcoin when Bitcoin was here, and I told you guys in my last technical analysis video, I said, guys, this was back in November. I said, pray that Bitcoin takes out this $64,783 mark. Pray, because if it doesn't take it out, this is going to signify a double top. And once this double top holds, I know technical analysis very well. Once this, I even put another line here to say, just pray that the thing pins here. Let me zoom in. I say, just pray that this thing pins here and fires up. It tried to pin here, and then the disaster struck. Bearish engulfing candle, engulfing 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks off of a major level. Next week came this one. By this week, I already knew that BTC was done. Me too, I started shorting Bitcoin. I shorted BTC on my brokerage platform. For those of you guys who are wondering what broker I use Infinix Capital. The link is going to be down there below. Don't forget to open an account with them. They are absolutely fantastic. They allow you to do all these things, right? So me, I started shorting Bitcoin, and double top, you know, Forex Mastery students, once a double top holds, you know where the next level target is, the neckline. and unfortunately the neckline between the top and unfortunately for Bitcoin, the difference between the the double top and the neckline is $30,000. 30K drop. I saw it once this happened. It's unfortunate that I just haven't been myself to come on here to speak about it, but Bitcoin, and it's not done falling. No, Bitcoin still needs to come and test this 30K at least, because look, this is a major support. 30K at least, okay, and then form a base here and probably spike 28 a little bit and balance. It's not the end of Bitcoin, sure. As long as this level can hold. If this level now breaks, sorry, you put on your own. But what I feel is going to happen, don't be scared. I feel like, this is looking like a left shoulder head, and then a base will form, and then we'll probably rally all the way back into 60K somewhere around here, So I'm going to be watching Bitcoin around this 32K region, to be honest. If we can form a base here and I start to see some bullish engulfing candles, I will be putting some money into Bitcoin. But right now, the market is in free fall. This will take the better half of the first quarter of the year, at least 4 months. At least the first 4 months of this year, this market will need to balance here. So, I'll be looking at maybe third week in April, fourth week in April, which is usually my birthday period, for me to start looking for some buy opportunities in Bitcoin. So guys, there you have it in a nutshell. Euro sells for euros. Look for selling opportunities. AUD USD and GBP USD need to break their current levels as we speak. Oil is gone. BTC, it is where it is at the moment. BTC will pull back for a bit, and then we can start looking for buying opportunities at about $30 a coin. However, we're going to need to allow it balance a little bit. So guys, I hope this video has shed light on some pairs. I'm not going to go into gold, because gold at the moment has been in a range for 1 year. Madness. 1 year. But March is going to make it 1 year. It's been in a range. Ridiculous. Now, it's completely understandable for gold, because the market on gold was trending for like 2.5 to 3 years, so it's just consolidating as we speak. So enough of that for now. These are what I'm concentrating on for the year. The euro is my primary focus. Second focus, AUD USD, GBP USD. Oil, I'm already in the trade, and then BTC. Maybe I might be buying some BTC, maybe end of March, end of April kind of region. So there you go, guys. I hope I've been able to shed some light on this. If your trades are not cooperating at the moment, it's fine. It's okay. The market needs to find its feet. It's still January in the year. We have 11 more months to trade. So guys, once again, thank you for staying to the very end of this video. Obviously, I have a little message to give you guys in my other screen. Now, let's go. Thank you so much, guys, for staying to the very end of this very, very lengthy video. As you can see, we discussed a couple of things. We've gone through a couple of pairs. I hope this video has been able to bring you guys immense value, because at the end of the day, this is exactly why I'm here on YouTube, to give you guys as much value as possible. For those of you who are wondering how to get the Forex Mastery Program, the link is going to be down in the description as always. Infinux is my broker of preference. The link is going to be down there as well. Please support the channel by subscribing and dropping me a comment. I am back on YouTube now, but this year is going to be different. We're going to have trader talk. We're going to have more lifestyle content, and you're going to be seeing a lot more behind the scenes. I'll be jumping on stage and doing a lot of fantastic things as well. Once again, it's yours truly, Theophilus. Take it easy, guys, and peace out.